reason science is under attack is because when we don't think scientifically, the people in power are the ones who benefit.
Crow, we're coming for you again. Crow, escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Crow, escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Crow, escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Crow, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Calling for our university, specifically the ASU Foundation, to divest their investments in fossil fuels.
We demand that the Arizona legislature and federal government to obtain free, prior, and informed consent from the indigenous peoples as stated in the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples before executing any project that involves Native American lands or ancestral lands, as well as conducting full environmental reviews on all projects. This includes Oak Flat, Loop 202, and the Grand Canyon Heritage.
We call on the city of Tempe to end their banking contract with Wells Fargo.
We call on Arizona State University to increase support programs for all underrepresented minorities, women, and low-income people in STEM.
We call on Arizona Legislature, Education Committee, and Superintendent of Arizona Public Schools to defend science education in primary and secondary schools.
Demand that Tempe go 100% sustainable by 2025.
We call on ASU to put a tuition cap in place here on campus, on all campuses, on all tuition and fees.
We call on the Arizona legislature to bring back homeschool by returning lawmaking autonomy to the cities. Specifically, we ask that the Arizona legislature allow cities to plan and implement their climate action plans at a city level.
We call on the Arizona legislature and other policymakers to make policies friendly to renewable energy and to get 100% of the state's energy from renewable sources by 2050. Achieving this goal will require stronger political will and awareness among decision makers and will require mandates for action. We can reach this goal through investing in energy efficiency, energy storage, smart grids, and transitioning to clean sources such as solar and wind.
We also call on ASU to replace all lawns with sustainable alternatives, including desert landscapes, astroturf, and native ground cover.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we... Let the administration know. Should we be invested in fossil fuel? No! A portion of our tuition dollars go into ASU's foundation to be invested into Wall Street's market. Should we be profiting off of climate destruction? No!
Science teaches us that we can't just do the same thing over and over and hope that our problems get fixed. We can't just stand here and let other people do things for us. No, we have to continuously experiment. We have to use our imagination.
Science, law, scientific theory. Give me PhDs if you are giving me degrees. Advocating for a natural charge, no climate change.
Now, of course, we're marching for our demands. We're marching so that people in the legislature, at the federal government, at the state government, they recognize that climate change is a threat. We're fighting to make sure that our education in science, the funding for education in science doesn't go away, and we make sure that we support a group of future scientists at places like Arizona State, at our public schools across the state and across the country.
It wasn't just one day that we woke up and we're like, hey, this is going down, they're hurting our people, they're hurting our community, they're fighting these warriors that are standing for Mother Earth. It didn't just happen like that.
The way that the state repression functions is that it wants to control our narrative. When we have very real and rational demands about how we want our lives to be led and what we expect our elected officials to do.
I ran for office because I saw a really large gap between the city of Tempe and ASU, and I thought ASU had so much to share and so much expertise in all manner of social sciences and humanities that could be brought to bear in city of Tempe policy.
And I just want to encourage everyone that's here and everyone that's going to see any of these videos or cameras or whatever, the responsibility falls to each and every single one of us to do what we can and what we must to make sure that
I want you to try and recognize the many issues about which science and scientists as a group have largely remained silent on. And this is why we're losing people, right? The attacks on black and brown lives, the oil pipelines and freeways through indigenous lands, the epidemic levels of sexual harassment and assault. After we're done with this march, we have to all go look at the quilt on the campus, the monument quilt. ADA access in our communities, immigration policy, our lack of clean water in cities and schools, right? 2 of us, Tempe schools in the lower economic community are the only ones with lead problems right now. Poverty wages, LGBTQ rights, and mass shootings. These are all scientific issues. The problem is science tries to be neutral when wealth and power are already distributed in certain ways.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
The best way to serve your country is by protecting Mother Earth.